Alrighty. Oh boy. I am like super late to stream today. But I have good reason for it. I actually have an excuse this time. I actually have an excuse this time. Wow! Oh, I got a notification for my own stream. Huh, so that's how people pop in. They get a little notification saying that I'm live. That's really sweet. Alrighty, let me get these going live notice together, and then I'll give you all my undivided attention. Should also put my mic in front of my face. That would probably make me sound a lot clearer. You know, nice and crisp sounding, so... Good idea, Beta. How do you do it? Beta, you're so smart! I just gotta go to my Discord server. I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna be doing with it. I haven't opened up invite links to the server in quite some time. Kind of feel bad, but I also... It's kind of hard for me to manage more things than I already have now. Because I'm lucky that I'm doing art 2 days in a row. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest with ourselves. I've been super busy, haven't gotten like any videos done. But you know what I've done instead? I've been drawing. Hooray. Hooray, chat, hooray! Hi, how you doing? How do you screen live? Very, very good question. It's Furry Shane Gillis. Who is Shane Gillis? Is this going to be a horrible person? Oh, he kind of looks like me. If I had a fully fleshed mustache and I actually looked somewhat attractive. He's an American comedian and radio personality. Huh. I love that face. That what a sweet looking face that is. God, I wish that was me. But he's also in his mid-30s, so I don't know if I want to be in my mid-30s yet. He's speed ran like 10 years ahead of me. 10 years ahead of me. I don't want to lose 10 more years of my life. Because that means things only get worse from there. And things are already not the best in my mid-20s, so yeah. But we're here live on YouTube. Ooh. How you guys doing, though? How are things? How's life? I need to learn how to draw. I want to learn so I can stop paying for commissions. I mean, to be fair, that's part of the reason why I started learning how to draw, but I didn't really, like, take a note of it. Low-key, though. I think I mentioned it in the last live stream that I did, and the one before that I was going to potentially learn how to draw, and then I did a lot of drawing live stream, and the reason why was because I actually watched PewDiePie's video on how he taught himself how to draw for no reason. He took, like, 15 minutes a day for 30 days and saw his progress after, like, the 30-day mark. And I'm kind of doing the same thing, but I'll be honest, my time dedicated to art has been very sporadic. I would say on average, out of the days that I have done art, it's totaled to around 30 minutes. Like, some days I'll do like an hour and a half, an hour. Some days I'll do like 10 minutes and then want to go to bed. Like, one night I was like, no, I can't not do art. I gotta stick to this. And I did 15 minutes before I'm like, I need to go to bed. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But sort of evens out to a good 30 or so, 30 minutes. But hey, at least today we're kind of back on track. We're not like taking sporadic days in between to not do art. Because I did stream yesterday. I did a drawing stream because I was just feeling like catching up on it. And I had a friend hop into chat who had... Oh, also, I should probably just switch over to my model. Hi. Hey. How are you? God, that voice couldn't be any weirder. But I had a friend who hopped into chat while I was drawing, and they had like 3 years of drawing experience. Like, they knew like how to teach people how to draw. And he sat there literally in the chat and taught me and explained to me the directions that I needed to take to be able to get the process out for perspective. Perspective, ow. I hurt my finger. Ow. Perspective is one of those things that I have been really struggling with, and he kind of taught me a way that helps me out, and I'm so happy about it. Yesterday my brain was fried from it though. Like, you know how after you learn a huge bit of information, you're just like, oh, I can't handle it anymore. I need to turn off my brain, you know, vibe out, and then like tackle it tomorrow. That's what I'm doing now. Like, I'm taking what I learned yesterday and applying it today in today's stream, and also just to kind of showcase my progress, because it really hasn't been the best. Let's be fair. You know, most artists have like years of experience. I have not even like 24 hours. Not even 24 hours worth of drawing that I've done. But, you know, for drawing for 10 days now, we're at like the third of the way point. So we got like the checkpoint. We're a third of the way through our 30-day challenge. It's just sort of the challenge of what I've been like doing. I kind of wanted to make this challenge to sort of showcase my adventure with it, if it makes sense. So at the end of it, I'll be able to detail it kind of the same way in that video that I watched. But I'm still going to keep drawing after that. I'm just kind of like seeing like what the actual visual difference is the more I learn, you know? So that's sort of my plan with this, and that's why I kind of want to keep live streaming these. Like, I could just like, you know, do these as is outside of live streaming, but like this also gives me something to live stream on YouTube, because I don't know what else to do here, and to be honest, I don't know how much I want to read chat. I don't know how much I want to pay attention to some of the messages in the chat. You gotta filter it out sometimes. That's how it be, you know? Like, how do you screen on PC? I'm like, I don't know. Ask your IT guy. I'm not paid to answer that. I could be, though. You could make it happen. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I did end up getting my arm stabby the other day, my COVID booster, and it is kicking my ass today. I've had the chills all day, then it's gone into hot sweats. I took a nap earlier because I was going to stream earlier at like 5 or 6 or so, but I just had no energy, so I took like a quick hour nap. Oh my god, that did wonders for me. You ever have a nap that's just, it is perfect, it's exactly what you needed? That was my nap. I have those naps every so often. Most of the time when I nap, it doesn't help me. Like, I usually wake up more groggy and miserable than I did before, but I'm like, oh, I gotta get up, fine. But like this time, it was like, ooh, oh, we're feeling rejuvenated from that. Okay, we like that. Okay. But other than that, I've just been slowly recovering. I've been getting some TikToks done and all that, uploading YouTube shorts. If you've seen them, be sure to... I was about to say, if you've seen them, be sure to give them a watch. But if you saw them, you would have already watched them. But point being, I've been on the grind recently, getting a lot of content done, other than actual videos, which is kind of weird. I feel like I should be doing that. But I have been gathering some ideas together for videos to do on the main channel. It's been very sporadic. I don't want to like force anything, and I've been having honestly a lot of fun exploring content both on my info channel for furry stuff and my gaming channel. I've had a lot of fun like going through and doing a bunch of that, so kind of want to, you know, keep pursuing that and balancing it out. I will even say, like, I'd say it's about like half a year, a little bit less than half a year since I made the big dive into changing channels. Honestly, it has felt so good to have multiple channels where I can just express myself in different forms. So I don't have to just sit there and be like, I gotta do furry things number 59 to pay my rent, my fucking rent this month. You know, this time I can like separate, and it's like, if people don't like it, then you don't have to watch gaming stuff. But if you do, you do. And I've seen a lot of support for the gaming stuff, so it means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I really love it when people actually try art instead of saying, I can't draw. Literally everyone can draw. It just takes doing it. If you keep drawing, you will inevitably get better at some point. That's just what it comes down to. I think there are many different ways or I guess meanings behind that of someone saying I can't draw. It could mean like they I guess it's a fuck. I'm so bad at wording things. I guess it's a self-reflection sort of thing. Like, do they see themselves being able to draw? Is it that they don't think they can? Or is it that they don't believe in themselves to be able to pull it off? Or is it at that point where they can't deal, like me, where I said I can't draw, like, years ago? The reason why was because I didn't want to deal with my first couple of drawings looking like ass and having to remember that, because I am one that does not like remembering cringy stuff that I did years ago, years later, you know? Which I know that's inevitable, that sort of thing, but I totally get that mindset of, like, people can draw. You can. I believe in you. You just need the desire, the drive to do it on your end, and you gotta be optimistic. It's not a night and day sort of change. You don't immediately become a pro artist in a few days. You got to keep in mind, a lot of people have been working towards it since they've been like, since they were like a kid. Most professional furry artists nowadays did it, started years ago. And it's just like any new task or any new hobby that you learn, whether you're learning how to play guitar or cook or really anything, it's gonna take time for you to get better at it. But if you take these little, like, moments of self-reflection after doing it for a bit, then you can reflect and see, like, oh, I'm actually making progress here. And that's what I actually want to, like, kind of showcase, not only with the whole project that I'm doing of drawing for 30 days, learning how to draw furry art for 30 days, but even just, like, looking at these projects, like, intermittently. Like, hold on, where's my OBS scene? I actually have to pop out chat so I can read chat while I chill. Give me one moment, chat. I will pay attention to you in one moment. But this is my iPad setup, first off. I use Procreate. That's what I use. But what I ended up doing was I took all the different days that I end up just doing art, and I've gone back and sort of reflected on, like, how I've improved every time. Yesterday, on my stream, which was day 10, that was day 10 of me drawing art, just in general, I had my friend who came in and taught me how I need to look at perspective so that I can draw, you know, furry faces and muzzles a lot better. Because honestly, I'm not great at it, but it's definitely been, like, super helpful. So, like, what I did originally, let me actually show it. He actually recommended that I do this. I took a screenshot. Oh, look at the dog. Hi dog. I took a screenshot of my model looking at this angle, and what I did was I deconstructed the shapes with it. So where is it? Hold on. I deconstructed the shapes with the model. So I started with the guiding lines. I started with the circle, and then I started with, like, the curve. The curve's probably a little bit off, to be honest. It should be more like maybe a bit more to the right than anything. And then the horizontal line was actually pretty good. And then from there, you build up on that. I learned the cylinder technique to be able to add on and draw the snoot. And then what he taught me as well is you put a line down, like, the middle, just to make it look like, instead of it being like a flat cylinder, you have a bit of a curve with it. And this whole process that they taught me opened my third eye. And now I have a better idea of, like, just how to, I guess, perceive furry angles. It's not perfect, obviously. I'm not perfect, and I have a lot of work to do. But the more I practice it, the better I'll get with it. So I have that, and then he told me to add in the rectangles, or a diamond shape, for the bridge of the nose, so I can break that down. And that's how I can work on just getting better with angling things in perspective. Because the muzzle was always the hard part for me. The muzzle is always so goddamn hard, and I gotta work on that. But at least I have a good guidance for where to take things and where to go from there. So what I'll probably be doing for practice in the future is just screenshotting my model in different positions and deconstructing it with shapes. Deconstructing how the face looks with shapes, like with the cylinder, with the boxes, with the diamond, which apparently there's a really good breakdown technique that one of my friends showed me as well. But overall, like, I will say the support that I have gotten for learning how to draw has been tremendous. Like, I'm absolutely thrilled that people have been so helpful and been wanting to, like, see me achieve a lot. And, like, I've gotten tons of recommendations, tutorials, guides, videos to watch. Like, honestly, when it comes to drawing furry art, I didn't realize this as well. A good chunk of it comes down to studies. like to comes down to just studying other artists or studying angles just in general, have positions, proportions, and all that. It really does come down to looking at things and studying it rather than just simply drawing it. And honestly, it's been an eye-opening moment. I didn't expect to be learning this much after what was it? After a few days of drawing furry art. Little over a week. Also, hi Snibbles, how you doing? Welcome. Also, I got the little thing you got me, I don't really have my webcam on right now, but I have the little glove, the tablet drawing glove, so that I'm not scraping it across the screen, and like I can actually use my mouse or pen without dirtying up my screen. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Came fast. It arrived fast. But either way, today we are on day 11 for drawing. So we're past the third of the way mark. We're doing pretty good. I would say so. I mean, this is more dedication than I've had before to really learning anything new. Usually I give up after a week and I'm like, that's it. This sucks. I hate it here. I'm awful at everything. Like the inner the inner part of me of being like, what's the point of all this if we're all gonna die in the end? Like everything's inevitable, the heat death of the universe, and then I just like never pick up whatever I'm doing again. But luckily I'm being a bit more dedicated this time to drawing art because I'm seeing the results and it's really motivating me to improve and get better. So yeah, honestly the best thing I could recommend for learning how to draw furry art, or just learning something new, just try something that you've always wanted to learn that won't take too much effort or too much time. Once you learn how to do it, the invigoration of realizing, oh, hey, I learned something new, will help you tremendously. Like, I started with wanting to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. It took me 4 hours to do. I can do it now very easily, and I feel proud that I'm able to do it. So I kind of took that motivation that I had with it, and I'm like, you know, let's learn how to draw. You know, I feel like it's a bit of a chain effect. The good vibes, the serotonin you feel when you learn something new. How long do you plan on doing the stream for? Probably a while, because my plan is I want to do some warm-up. I want to do the whole angling thing with what I learned yesterday. And then I also want to finish one of the raffles. Well, it's not really a raffle winner, but someone who supported me on one of my streams before was very, very generous. And so I offered, like, hey, you know, want me to, like, draw your character, or draw a headshot of your character, just also for, like, warm-up and practice, but also just to give something back to the support you're showing me. And this is Darklie, I believe, Darklie, and their character that I'm going to be drawing a headshot of with the technique that I learned. Or at least doing my best to. I'm going to do my best to learn. That's my plan right now. Yeah. Art takes time, takes passion. You can't just draw and be good. It takes commitment to do it. And you taking that step, so I commend you. Never give up. Instead, try harder. That's my point. That's my plan with this. Like, I'm not trying to just learn for the sake of, I want to learn how to draw. I want to learn something new. Like, I'm documenting this because I also know this can be good motivation for others. Like, I don't watch PewDiePie actively. I just saw his one video offhand because it was in my feed, and it motivated me to pick up drawing. So, you know, even though he probably reaches a much bigger audience than I do, I'd like to at least motivate people in the field of furry art too, even if it is in my own endeavors of trying. You know, am I going to be a fully fledged furry artist one day? Maybe. It may take years, but it's something that I want to try, and I want my journey to hopefully help motivate people to learn as well. And also, if I do end up getting much, much better at art, I will absolutely open commissions. Because to be honest, I am one of those not freelance artists, one of those creators that, like, I get so goddamn bored doing the same thing over and over again with like, editing videos and TikToks. Like, yeah, it's fun and all that, but, like, I want to, like, put my efforts towards other things, and that's the thing. Recently I got, oh, this glove is new and different. Okay. Okay. This glove is going to take some getting used to. But it will be helpful. I did actually take one of my first ever graphic design commissions recently. Someone on Twitter actually unironically commissioned me to do a little graphic announcement for them for their stream, and I did it yesterday, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Doing like freelance commission work is kind of nice. Like, it's a nice change rather than like, you know, putting together a video project, scripting a video, recording a video, uploading it on YouTube, and then hoping that it does well so I can pay rent. I'd rather, you know, diversify that a little bit, because there's a lot of downtime between me making videos and working on the next one. If I was on the grind constantly, like, I would have been burnt out by, like, by 2024 when it started. So that's why with this, with, like, commission work of graphic design or artistry or anything like this, like, this is something I kind of want to pick up eventually. Like, it's something that I can potentially put in my catalog of things that I've not only accomplished, but something that I can do in the end, you know? And plus, it has its other benefits. Like, if I learn how to draw, then I can make my own YouTube thumbnails, then I can make my own character stills for videos, then I can do whatever else I need, you know? Like, whatever I would have needed to potentially commission an artist for, I could draw myself. And it's not to say that I don't like commissioning artists. I love commissioning artists. Like, that is the serotonin that hits me hard, is when you open Twitter and you get that DM notification from an artist of a work-in-progress art piece that you commission them for. That is the serotonin that I love. I love it. But it does get expensive. Also, this glove is going to take a lot of getting used to. God damn. Kind of crazy. Let me take a sip of my drink real quick. Give me a moment. Ooh, I still have a Capri Sun here. Exciting. But yeah. And that's the thing as well. Like, I'm in no rush to, like, get increasingly better with art. I'd rather that, like, this process of me learning feel a bit more natural, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I might be learning a lot slower how to draw furry art compared to, like, others I know. Like, yeah, you could see probably people improve a lot better than I ever would. But I'd rather just this feel like something I'm not trying to do constantly, and more of something that naturally feels fun that I want to, like, build up. You know? That's why I'm just screwing around like this, warming up. Which is actually, I will be honest, this glove is really cool. It protects my tablet and all that. But it's definitely a lot harder for me to, you know, have the grip that I did before. Because now my finger's sliding around. And it's hard for me to do circles. Because usually I'll, like, use my thumb, not my thumb, my pinky or my ring finger to, like, stop myself after I'm doing a circle. So it's definitely something to get used to with this little glove thing. It's also really hot in here. Why? I never use mine sometimes. It's just a texture thing for me. That too. I mean, the texture isn't the problem. Wearing it isn't the problem for me. It's just getting used to it, my hands sliding around compared to how it used to. Which we have really done nothing so far. I'm just drawing circles. Let's see if we can do this whole technique we learned before. Let's see, we'll do this, the 3/4 view. Probably a bit lower you want. There we go. Your jacket is very warm. Haha, that too. Well, it is a varsity jacket or a Letterman jacket, so it's, you know. Oh, Procreate isn't free. It's an app. I think it was like $10 or $12 or something on the App Store, but it's definitely worth it. This is pretty much what most furry artists I know end up using. So it's pretty neat. So this is the angle we have. I usually want to start with a snoot. So cylinder. And then what I'll probably do, something like this. This is very, very rough, by the way. This isn't like... this should definitely be bigger. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's a lot more like it. Actually, I feel like that's not the right angle. That's definitely further right than it should be. Like, this would be more like if the guiding line was that instead. Actually, it shouldn't matter, though. You're just, like, I'm just increasing the length of the snoot. Well, whatever. We'll work on it. This is a work in progress. We'll get there. Thank you, Winter. I'm glad you like my videos. I should have a new... Speaking of videos, I should have a new video coming out at some point this weekend. Probably, like... I want to say tomorrow, but I highly doubt I'll get the video done tomorrow. So if not then Sunday. Or Monday. It'll be a fun little meme review video while I get my next project done, which is the Rubik's Cube video. And then from there, I got to figure out what I'm talking about next. Whether it's drama, whether it's... some deep dive on internet stuff, whatever it may be. I gotta work on it. I've been very kind of slacking with YouTube videos because honestly, the payoff hasn't really been that much, and I just haven't been that, you know, desiring to do that. So that's why I've done like YouTube shorts and why I put my time into streaming, because I like streaming. So let's see, what was the next step that was recommended? I think it was the circles for the eyes. Oh, oops. I think the eyes should be much lower. But yeah, this is going well, I think. What was the next step? I can't remember what was next. Oh, yeah. Right. This bit here. This helps with snoot alignment. And then after that... Those should be a lot bigger, I thought. Actually, I think this might be a bit off. I don't think it's in the center as much as it should be. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah. I think. So what was the next step? I think it was the rectangles, was it not? Yeah, it was the rectangles behind here. This is to get the... Oh, shit. Oopsies. This is to get the angle. Oh, I see it now. I feel like it should be lower. Yeah, it should definitely be lower. This is just how I angle the snoot and all that. Like with rectangles from what they said, so... There's the rectangle there. That is for the bridge of the nose. And then you do it here to show the in-between. And then I think from there, it's this. That's how you understand the neck floof, or not neck floof, side of the face floof. And it goes something like here, and then boom. And that's the neck more or less. It's not within proportion, obviously. And I think... It's not bad. I know this is kind of cut off and I would totally finish the head. But I think that's pretty much the gist of it. And then what I do is on a new layer, I go through and then I add in like the chin and all that. Which it actually should be a lot easier. This is actually going pretty good. But yeah, this is the technique that I learned. This is now it's not perfect. I need to work on it a little bit. But this is how I understand proportions. Not proportions, perspective. The what, like, how you should be aiming the muzzle compared to the head. You know, because a lot of times, you know that meme of, like, I can draw furry art where it's, like, the dog is facing in front of you, but their snoot is moved to the left? It's completely off. This was where I was taught with the cylinder technique on how to pretty much get the gist of how I can proportion it. And obviously, I'm going to keep improving with this, because I only took, like, what, 5 minutes, not even, to do this? Not everything is in perspective, like the eyes I could probably do a better job, but it's all this is a placeholder, because then what I do from there is I add on, I just do the outline with the actual snoot and everything. So that, oh, right, I forgot. Bad habit that I keep forgetting. The 1/3 technique. To understand where the top of the muzzle goes and where it cuts off, draw a line like this to help understand where the muzzle disconnects. The top of the muzzle here and the bottom of the muzzle there. And then this bottom part is literally just like the neck. Or the lower muzzle, which I think, let me actually see. That's actually not bad. And then you fill in the rest later with this, and then that. And then you just do that. Which I feel like that's more of a stylistic choice for some people. But yeah. This is something that I'm going to be practicing every single time I draw from now on, just so I can get the hang of it eventually, where I won't even need the shapes to be able to draw with perspective. Which this is just a good way for me to understand, I guess. But yeah, honestly, like I'm pretty proud of this so far. Like, this is what I'm going to do every single time I draw a headshot. Which, yeah, you know, it's a headshot. It's not exactly the most high quality thing in the world. No, wrong color. I feel like this glove is kind of fucking things over for me a little bit, but I feel like it's supposed to dive up and then go down. Maybe. And there's that. And then this can be changed within perspective. A lot of this, like, realistically can be, like, fine-tuned. Once you get the basics of this, you can kind of work on it more and more from what I've learned. So then that would be something like that. You want to be able to see it. This would be like that. Air fluff. That could be much bigger. Then I guess I'm just going to go around the head. This is just very, very rough. I haven't done anything with lining or stabilization or anything. It's something I gotta work on in time. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. We've done it. Got the face, then the eyes. And just so we're reassured that it is a furry head, I'll do this. Which I feel like this line here and here is kind of optional, from what I've been told. It's more of a stylistic choice. But let's see how this looks. It's not perfect, but it's something. Again, I will refine this more in time. I will refine my art style in time, but for now, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Huh. What's the technique called? I don't know. I always call it deconstruction. Or I call it use the box technique or the cylinder technique. Learning the cylinder thing has been so tremendously helpful. Which this isn't perfect. I mean, this isn't a perfect furry head either. Like, it's more round than it should be. Usually it's a bit more squished if you were to do one, or more pointy because, you know, it's a dog head. But overall, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely a step up. I mean, it's honestly, it kind of looks worse than the way I used to do heads in general. Like, even the thumbnail of this stream looks a lot better, arguably. To an extent, it looks more fleshed out. But, doesn't mean that this doesn't look bad. Like, this is my new technique of doing it where the nose looks like it fits a lot more than it would. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Feels like I have a long way to go, though. It still feels like I have a long way to go. But still, I guess to critique my own art, I'd say the perspective is okay. It's okay. It's not great. It's not awful. It's definitely a step up. I can now draw longer snoots. This is a much longer snoot than I was able to draw that doesn't look fully off. It's definitely a step up, though. How could I improve next time? I guess next time, do it from a different angle. Because I think what I was worried about at first was the snoot was going to be a bit too short. Which it was. But extending it out a little bit made it so that it looks like a lot more natural for a dog snoot. So, yeah, I'd say this is a step up. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Long way just means more fun to learn. Exactly. That's the way I see it. I mainly struggle with eyes, so I always end up with basic oval eyes. I know that there's, like, some easier process to doing it, too. Like, you can do this, or something like this. Like, give or take, and then you just draw the eye. And then you can do something, like, with the tear ducts on the side, like that. Or, like, here. It wouldn't really be here, but you know what I mean. And you can draw the eyes like that. And realistically, like, from what I saw, a lot of it comes down to just, like, adding a bit of shine to it. Like, something like that. It already looks like there's a little bit of a glow in it. Like, you know how it looks a bit more three-dimensional with that little thing? It doesn't look, you know, perfect, but it's... small things can add to it. It's not a whole awful big process that you'll never be able to learn. Something you develop with time, which also, I'm not gonna lie, that's not a bad eye. I mean, the pupil is not where it should be compared to the eye, but still. It's still, let's keep going. I usually draw the cheek floof angled upward. Interesting. Huh. Just takes a long time to slowly chip away at the imperfections. It took me more than 5 years to be where I am, and I'm far from perfect. Jeez. I don't know how long I'm going to be investing time into this, but I do want to keep trying. I want to get better. But yeah, for the most part, it's just rinse and repeat. I think I'm going to warm a bit more up, because the issue is I'm using the little drawing glove. It's definitely different than what I'm used to. Nope, wrong layer. I'm on the wrong layer. I'm also using the eraser. Oh. Oh, that makes it so much easier for me to use my forearm to draw circles. I was using my wrist. This is good practice. I'm also really glad that I got the COVID pokey in my right arm rather than the left arm, so I can actually use my left arm to draw. Because I am a lefty, so... Makes it a hell of a lot easier to do these arm circles. Forearm circles. There you go. I did my signature. BetaEtaDelota. That's what it kind of looks like. Kind of. I gotta figure out eventually if I have to sign 500 things, how to sign with my arm. Eh. Ooh, that might be the one. That is a cool signature. Maybe you just leave a paw print. I could. Oh my god! You know what I? You know what I kind of want to do if I were to do some sort of signature. You know how you have like you might have like I guess at either like these kids museums or whatnot, from what I remember when I was a kid, they had these like walls where they had all these little beads in them or sticks that kind of poked out and you can make an imprint of your hand on the other side. I kind of want to do that, but with my face. So I just stick my face in there and you get an imprint of my face. I want that to be my signature. So if I ever write a book one day, and you open the front cover of, like, by BetaEtaDelota, and then it's just an imprint of my face there. Which also, you wouldn't catch me at all when I was a kid sticking my face into one of those, because imagine the amount of hands that kind of just go through those things. You're sticking your face onto it? Yeah, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, today we're going to be, I kind of nailed what I learned yesterday, because keep in mind, this bit in my live stream, it took me about an hour to learn this. About an hour. I managed to do this in like 5-10 minutes. That's pretty good. No, that's good. That's exactly what I wanted. But today, we've already completed half of what I had set up, and we're not even an hour in. What I was going to do after this is take that technique and draw, what's their faces? Character. Dark-a-lie, yeah. Whoever buys the collector's edition of BetaEtaDelota book will get a Clayface imprint statue. Yo, you might be giving me a great idea. You might be onto something. Are you taking a class? Nah. I'm learning just completely from either what chat tells me, or what people suggest to me when I'm streaming, or just whatever I'm sent for, like, little tutorials or lessons. Because a lot of it I can just find online. And I kind of want to prove that case, you know, where as much as I know school and college is recommended for people, like, yeah, you know, if you want to be an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer, then, like, yeah, you probably want to go to school. You probably want to go to school for that. But, like, when it comes to other stuff like artistry, and all these other things where you like go to school for that, sometimes you don't need to go to school for it. You know, you can learn it just as is. Coding, software engineering to an extent. We actually still got the How to Draw Furries book. I might have to try that sometime. It's good. I'm doing my best, Verplex. I'm learning. I'm learning. I haven't even gotten to the point of drawing what I want to draw yet either, with like life jackets or shiny inflatable things, because I don't know how shading works or how lighting works. That's a whole nother beast that I'm not even ready for. So yeah. So let me get a clear page to doodle more. I feel like I need to doodle more before I jump into this little headshot. Hello, sir? New layer. Thank you. I'm just doing circles because it's the thing I know how to do best, okay? Tried to friend you. Why don't you accept it? What? Look, I hate to be that guy, but I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know who the hell you are. If you're friending me for whatever reason, I'm sure that's not how it works. Play some Halo Reach? Yo, one day. One day I'll play some Halo Reach one day. You got this? Thank you. Literally, my plan is just to keep going with this and slowly improve. Learn some new techniques. Learn some new life hacks with Procreate. Because Russ, when I was learning how to do drawing and all that, one day my friend Russ was just like, let me teach you some of the little things to learn about Procreate. The little life hacks. Life lessons, as it were. And I'm like, okay. And he taught me all these small little things. So helpful. Learning form is good. Is that a technique? Is that a... is it just like more a form of how I draw? Like using my wrist versus my arm? Is it my hand positioning? I remember when I learned how to do the Rubik's Cube, they're just like, you need to hold the Rubik's Cube like this. And I'm like, oh! Out of everything I expect to see Beta get yelled at, not friending someone was not one of them. Oh, don't worry. Everything is possible in a YouTube stream. And literally everything is possible. Someone will get mad at me for any reason. This is also the internet, you gotta keep in mind. I'm gonna practice my cylinders. I think that's what I gotta do. My ovals. Because you know how you draw a cylinder like this? Give or take, very rough. I'm not that great at evenly drawing it, so they're about the same size. I want to get better at it. Basic 3D shapes like spheres, cubes, and cones. Yeah! Oh, that's what the term for it is. Form. I thought it was deconstruction, like deconstructing using shapes. It's really cool. All you got to do is practice in general. That's the base of what I want to keep doing. Like having, I don't know if the word discipline applies to it, but having the discipline to be able to get up and take time every day to be able to draw and just keep drawing something. It definitely plays a big part in it. Damn, my cylinders are actually getting better with this little glove thing. Thank you again for it, Snibbles. Speaking of, though, I did have, just so everyone knows in chat, I added on my stream wishlist thing, someone, Snibbles, bought for me a little drawing glove. So, like, it's, you know how, I can't really show it, but you know how, like, you might have some digital artists who draw on a tablet who have, like, a glove they have on that covers their pinky finger and their ring finger. Well, Snibbles got something like that for me, so it's a lot easier for me to not, you know, mess up my iPad or scrape my hand on it. And so it's a lot easier for me to just draw across it. But it's a lot different and harder this time because I'm so used to using my pinky to guide my circles normally. Like, they're usually a lot better. Like this. But now that I have, like, the slipperiness of it is also different. They are great. I say that as I'm working without using it. Fair enough. Hey, fair enough. This is one of those things where I want to try learning how to use it with it and without it. And also, like, I don't know if this helps as well, or if this is, like, some sort of like psychological study, but I feel like when I am drawing, if I have like some sort of outfit or uniform on, like with this glove, I feel like I'm ready to draw. If I put on the glove, I'm ready to draw. So like it kind of puts me in the headspace to do it. Kind of like, you know how like some people when they're all like dressed up and ready to go to work, they're in work mode sort of thing. You have like work clothes. I don't know if that's a thought process, but it definitely has helped me a little bit. But yeah, let's keep drawing some cylinders just so I'm... or ovals. Which realistically, they don't need to be perfect either. You know? Because it is just a guiding line for me to learn how to draw. Oh, I can already see my muzzles getting better. I can already see them getting much, much better. I see that you drew a lot of circles, which is good, and drawing hatched lines and close straight lines are good practice for confident strokes. See, that's what I'm definitely, like, working on right now. Because, like, whenever I draw or, like, trace, like, an outline that I have, it's very shaky. I can't really do, like, confident strokes like that. It's usually going to be, like, very shaky. And then another thing that I've been taking into account is pen pressure. Like, my pen pressure has gotten a lot better the more I've drawn. Like, it used to be something like that. Or something like that. But now it's just one straight line now without, like, much addition or subtraction to the line. Well, I say that just as I do it. I don't know. Look. I don't know these phrases or terminologies for drawing, but when I'm showing it, I think you get the idea of what I mean. It probably means something else entirely, but if you get the visual idea, then that's all that matters. Anyway, let's do another head. See how that works. All right. Ooh, that's a pretty good circle. Okay. Interesting. Let's do another circle, see how it works. Let's do the study we did before. This time I want to do one a bit further to the right, so something like this. Maybe. So something sort of like this. The point of this is, like, I didn't realize this with the guiding lines, is to help it make it look like it's a 3D point. Like you're on a sphere rather than a circle. You know? I'm like, ooh, draw circles. Well, the point of it is supposed to be drawing spheres. So, let's see, we'll draw this muzzle. And it's going to be a little bit down, slightly bit. Faster strokes are good and not to worry about. Yeah, you can see it because I took my time with the ellipse here. So it was a bit harder for me to get a good curve going. I don't think I did the circle right. It's supposed to curve and return to the center right there. Oh, this is all calculus. Oh my goodness gracious. Should be lower. Let's do that. I don't know if this is a 3/4 view or not, but it's something. All right, and then you. We'll make a short snoot. Actually, no. Long snoot. Look, it's not perfect at all, but it's something. Let's see, then this. Then I think it was... The nose goes something like this. Eh. There you go. I don't think I did that line right. The one that goes down the middle right here. That's not bad. When drawing the plus on the circle, try and curve the lines more the closer they are to the edge. This helps. It appears like the line, like I wrap around the circle. The closer they are to the edge. So I'm assuming they should curve more like this then? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it makes it look more like a sphere. Because that's the point of this whole, like, technique, is to get, you know, the perspective of a 3D object rather than a 2D object. But, you know, my method of it isn't bad. It's just something I have to work on still. So there's that. That. Oh. I should really be using another pen. Oh, this is actually looking pretty good. Floof. Hair is going to obviously look a bit weird. Have you considered drawing the ears a bit wider? I don't know how. I don't know how. Well, I do know how, but I think that would definitely help here, because I'd have to look at Zilch's ref that he gave me, or example, because it definitely helped a little bit. Also, I feel like if it's from this angle, it should be more like that. You're going to see more of the inside of the ear, and you're not going to see anything there. Brush your teeth. Thank you. That's good advice. I do brush my teeth. Also, with the perspective lines and all lines, cleaning them up can definitely help with the art being easier to look at. Otherwise, it can be harder to look at. True. I think what I need to do is, like, use a different pen for sketching. I think one of my friends recommended using Little Pine for sketching. Or something else? I can't remember. Which one was it? Sketching. Oh, no, this one. Like, it helps a lot better. And then I can clean it up with another brush. Let's see. Let's do the imported one. Cerebral lines. And then do the red here for a third. There you go. That's a third of the snoot. It's not perfect, but you get the idea. For the left ear, you should remove that line by the hair for better form. You mean this? Yeah, you're probably right about that. You guys are definitely off, too. God damn it. I will admit, though, as much as this is very helpful for me, this whole perspective stuff is probably the most frustrating to learn. Like, out of all the stuff that I've learned so far with art, which really hasn't been much. Realistically, it's been this. I guess it's been more very frustrating recently. Ugh. But hey, you know, I'm not gonna learn unless I keep drawing, so I'm gonna keep doing that and then go from there. You want much backseat art help? It definitely helps. I read chat every so often. And I'll just randomly, like, it's not that I don't want to read everything in chat. I will try to read everything I can. But I try to take little bits and pieces of comments that you guys leave, which I just want to say, chat, you're helping me a lot. You're giving me some good pointers with all this. Good things to keep in mind. This is obviously, you know, going to be a lot for me, period. But it's good, and I appreciate it. I reinforce it, too, because not only... This is the other thing, too, that I appreciate about furries, and I've said this time and time again. The feedback that they're giving here, you guys are giving me, for art and learning it, is so respectful, so nice and chill, and it's helpful. It's not like, you suck at this. That's so wrong. It looks so bad. You'll say something like, oh, you know, your guiding lines should be a little bit lower rather than higher as they are. And the advice is super, super helpful. I want you to know that. So that's why I always encourage it. I always will want to encourage you to give me feedback if you are respectful and nice and helpful. Because, you know, that's something that should be reinforced. You know, reinforce good behavior. So, you know, just because I might not read it all doesn't mean that your help isn't appreciated. It is appreciated, chat. I'm going to draw cubes, cylinders, cones, etc. It's perspective. Once you have the primitives down, you can recombine them to make pretty much anything. That's what I might actually do for one of these sessions one day. Is just sit down and learn these shapes. I think that's an important thing to be able to get a grasp of it. But then again, like, I want the theme of this to be drawing furry art. Like, just drawing furries, because that's what I want to do with this. I'm not, like, looking to draw, like, human characters or, like, you know, weird modern art sort of stuff. So, you know. I recommend learning about the elements of art. Is there a video for that out there? I'm assuming there probably is. I could literally just look it up right now. Let me give it a shot. Let's see. You know, why not? Also, I forgot to say, whoever, can't remember who it was. That RS, sorry it was a while ago, but thank you for the €1. I appreciate that in the super chat donation. Your support means a lot. I'm sorry I didn't say thank you before, but thank you. But where is it? Let me see. Because I want to write this down for later. The elements of art. Let me see. Elements of art. This looks like an intuitive video. Oh, that's where it is. Line, shape, form, space, value, texture, and color. Oh, this is Children's Museum of Arts. Well, this can still be applied, and I can look at this. I think the elements of art are, like, this is exactly what I need in order to grasp what I'm learning here. I'm actually going to keep a note of that. I got some videos that I can watch later for art stuff, so thank you for the recommendation, chat. But either way, let's keep going with this. I think for the most part, it's almost done. I feel like the side of the head is, like, here, give or take. Like, the full side is there. So I feel like the triangle would go, like, here for like the cheek floof. A little bit. And then the other side would just be like, you wouldn't see it because, you know, the eye is already over there. I feel like the rectangle here would be a little bit bigger. This is why I need to keep studying my model too, because my perspective I already know is off. If I took a screenshot of my model and did the breakdown from there, I would be able to get it a lot more accurately. Like right now, I already see my issue. I already see my issue. The bridge should be a lot bigger because a lot more is being exposed. And then the eye here should be a bit further to the left, but we're going to keep it and run with it for now. And then, like I said, actually, I think the cheek floof is pretty good. It would be something like that, give or take. Can learn more about that later. But even just looking at my model's perspective compared to the perspective of what I'm drawing here, it's not that far off. Actually, I feel like my issue here is the right ear should be, like, skinnier, because less is being shown. Well, this is definitely going to help me learn how to draw dogs and canines, which is sort of the point of this. I have the building blocks of learning it, I just need to get better at it. That's just what it is. You can draw more parallels in meridians around the sphere. Like Blood Meridian, like that book that Wendigoon really likes. My model is not used to seeing me in glasses, or at least my camera, because I use a VTube Studio. It's just probably not used to seeing me with glasses on, so it doesn't really know how to react. Let's see. There we go. That's actually a pretty good nose, not gonna lie. It's a lot smaller than I'd like, but it's something. Oh, that's actually a pretty good muzzle, not gonna lie, with even just looking at the cylinder of how I'm doing it. Oh. Okay, hold on. That's not a bad muzzle. That's really not bad. Oh, I think I know my issue. The lower portion should be more like there. Yeah, you know, we're gonna keep it for now. We're gonna keep it for now, and I'm gonna do some eventual deconstructing with my model and all that. This is going good. I'm liking this. It's not a bad muzzle. It's a good start. It's just not, you know, perfect either. So you know, I think the eye looks a little bit better. I mean, this one's definitely smaller than it should be, but, you know, maybe it's maybe I have a wide muzzle. You never really know. Practice makes perfect, so don't go looking for it right away. Just have fun in practice. That's what I'm kind of digging with this now, because, like, even though this bit was, like, frustrating at first with the cylinders, like, I'm actually, like, kind of having a lot of fun with this right now. Even if it is literally just me, you know, figuring shit out. It might not make sense to me, but it's fun. And what I'll probably do for the ears, since they're angled in a way, they're kind of like much thinner, if that makes sense. Like when you look at my character from this angle, there's more ear on the left side than the right side. You're not seeing as much on the right side, so take that into account. Also, hi, Velvet Pear. Sorry I haven't been really reading chat. I do apologize, but I do appreciate you all being here and hanging out with me. It's fun. I like streaming. I'm gonna try something new. I'm doing the fur kind of like that now. It's worth a try, just to see the side of the head a little bit. Anything else that I'm missing? I don't really know. Make the fur go on different directions. That's something I want to do eventually. A fur study. Because I don't really know how fur should look. At least on like the fluff here. Or here. Or here. I don't really know yet. And I think I did just get a DM from someone about a fur guide. Which I'll probably look at that and see how that goes. And probably learn that for another segment. So yeah. Which again, like, I want to encourage you, if you have any, whether it's tutorials, lessons, videos, little tidbits like, I guess, drawing graphics, like graphic infographics for how to draw certain things that are gonna build up my experience with drawing in general, be sure to send them to me. I do highly encourage it because people have been sending me all sorts of things, and it's just so much more that I'm learning, and I'm really enjoying it. So I cannot emphasize enough, like, your guys' help helps a lot. And I'm also going to encourage this not just for me, but for others as well. Like, if you know other people that are getting into art and all that, you know, shoot them a DM or help them out. So this, boom, boom. And let's see how this turned out. You know? That's not half bad. I mean, minus this line here. Where the hell did you come from? Go away. That isn't bad. I mean, you know, obviously the upper muzzle part isn't exactly perfect. Like, this is much lower than it should be. This should be maybe a little bit lower. This should be higher right here. This should be lower. This should be higher. I feel like it's not even centered at all, so, like, it should be a bit more here, if anything. Which, actually, this is kind of reminding me of my icon currently. You know, my icon from Ectodrool. Their POV that they have set up looks kind of like that. Which, I will say it, this looks pretty okay. I mean, the cheek floof, I'm not really sure if it's in the right spot, but I'm going to learn more about cheek floof eventually. I would advise trying to their eyes a bit. It'll look like they're looking at something. I'm assuming that means move, like, the pupils or, like, the positioning of the eyes to make it look like they're looking at something. Which I will say, like, even if I haven't nailed it, it kind of does look like their eyes are looking in the direction of, like, straight forward. Not at the viewer, which is not what I wanted. But this is an improvement. Olive eyes. Olive eyes! We love olives. Don't forget the eyebrows. I don't know how to draw eyebrows, so... Hold on. There you go. I like the POV that I have of this. It kind of looks like, I don't know, this expression kind of reminds me of Hiding the Pain Harold. But not as, like, super happy and excited. This just kind of looks like he heard some dumb shit. He heard some dumb shit you said, and he is smiling and processing it and not blowing up at you. Studying real-life animal photos for anatomy and fur and stuff, if you're only going to draw animals. See, that's what I feel like I'm going to be doing eventually. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that right now or within the 30-day period. Because, like, I think what I'm realizing with this whole 30-day period of drawing is, like, I don't want to diversify everything that I'm learning. Like one day I learn perspective, one day I learn proportion, one day I learn animal studies, one day I learn some other form, because the more stuff that I learn, it's not really going to come together. Like, I'm just going to be learning bits of information that I never really, like, hone in on. This now, even though I'm on day 11, and I've been doing proportions for, like, 5 days, I'm much better at it now than I was before, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. Meanwhile, like, if I stopped the first or second day with proportions, and moved on to, like, or not proportions, perspective. I'm always messing up my P's. If I had, you know, worked on proportions next rather than perspective, I wouldn't have been able to really understand it the way I have now. So that's just my learning experience. Like, I have to keep repeating the process over and over and over again until I get it. That's just how I learn shit in school, too. I'm not exactly an avid learner in school, so, you know. It's not the best. Which I could actually turn this art piece into the headshot for Darkle. It's kind of fitting. It's got the snoot. I just need to change the pointiness of it. And then finish the ears. It's about the same. Sort of. I think I'm actually going to do that. Because I've been streaming for about, like, an hour 15. So what I'll probably do is I'll move this down here. This will be good. Because I did say, you know, I would be using this, the art that they send me, the reference that they send me as practice. So this is practice. So, yeah, I'll probably do that. Let's see. I feel like the hair definitely isn't the way I should be making it, but still, we can finagle it. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm actually gonna lower the opacity of this layer and make the changes to the character that I would need for this next finished piece. So what I'm thinking is it should be, the hair's supposed to go down, so what I'm thinking is, like, I think having the hair like this isn't bad either. But having it go like that, and then that. And then something like that. I feel like it should go over the eyes. A little. I feel like it's going a bit too straight compared to what I want. It's not bad, and then I'd just erase this bit. Actually, hold on. Wait, hold on. I think I might have it. Fuck. You know, I should have probably made these changes in a different color. Can I send you unsolicited how I draw art stuff on Twitter? Don't know if you would be good for your style. That would help. You know, the more I look at stuff, the more I learn. So whatever you want to send me that you think will help with my art journey, feel free to send it. Okay, so I did something a bit wonky with the hair, but it works out. And then the ears, I kind of want... They are, I believe, fox ears, so... The fog is coming. the fog is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. So let's see. Here, the ears kind of go in front. Kind of like that. Sort of. And then they got the fluff like that. And then the ears here are kind of like... Then it's sort of like that. Yeah, you wouldn't really see the inside of the ear. Ooh, lashes. How do I do lashes? Does this count for simple lashes? Just some little marks over the eye like that. Do you think that's valid for lashes? I'm not good at them, but could do a little bit of a fancy thing there. I don't know. Look, I'm trying, and I want the art to look nice. I'm here for content. I don't know if this is content, but I am doing my best. And then their nose kind of just goes out like this. And it goes like that. And then it covers the rest. So that's where the gray is. And yeah, I think that's a good redrawing of the character. I mean, this is much better than the last time I drew a character for someone else. So now we just draw it over with the new layers, and then we're good. And then we have the art piece for Darkle, which I don't know if they're expecting an art piece from me in general, but it's something that they're going to get eventually, so, you know. Hold on, I gotta get better at lining. There we go. See, we're getting a little bit better. This glove is definitely helping a bit. Oh, whoops. That. Also, I love these chill music. I would adjust the right front side of the muzzle under the nose. I also hate this little emoji thing that comes up. It makes it so that I can't read fucking chat at all. I would adjust the right front side of the muzzle under the nose. Would need to go up and out, so to speak. Out as in less as in shown. The right front side of the muzzle. Oh, right. I'm not sure what you mean, Snibbles, but I do know that I need to adjust this. Something kind of like this. I can DM you a red line on Discord. That would help. That's something I still haven't figured out. The curve, this little area in between. Send it to you. Thank you. Let me see what you mean. Fur direction. Oh. So that's what you had in mind. Oh! I thought you had to curve the muzzle like that every time. I guess you don't. So it'd be something like... Oh, I see it now. I think I got it. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I didn't think you could do that. Thank you for the help with that, Snibbles. Oh, the fur direction? Oh. I think I have the fur direction wrong. Or do I? Maybe. So originally I had it like this. This is the generic guide on the fur. You got it looking good. For ears, fur always go up to the point. Huh. I'm learning. This is all so fascinating to me. Even with this like simple drawing stream, I'm still learning so much. Thank you for the help with this, Snibbles. I didn't know you could do this with the muzzle to make it look easier. Because I always did like the whole like, you know, nose and then that and then this. And like, yeah, that looks good. But like, I didn't know you could just make it like this and then this and then sort of like that and then that from there, sort of. Like that. That looks so much easier. I always thought that was a stylistic sort of thing. Huh. Actually, no, wait. I'm going to keep this. Just so I look back at this later, I'm like, oh, okay. Now I'm actually kind of getting it. DM you a Discord diagram on the cylinder and how to draw the line going across the face on it. Ooh. Accept DM. Check attachment. Ah, see, that's what I thought. Oh, I did it wrong the whole time. I had it the opposite way, Stalkers, where I made the line on the right side of the cylinder. Curved. Not curved, like angles. So, like, hold on. Just so you see. So we have the cylinder. This. I ended up having it something like this. Pretend that this is like, oh, actually I could do another one. There you go. I had it like, oh, this and then that. When I should have had it like this and then that. This helps so much. And then you draw the line down the middle. That helps visualize it so much better. Oh my god. I am learning! This is fascinating. My goodness. I always did it wrong with the circle of thinking that it was this, when it should have been like this, where it's just angled and then it's straight there. It's just a way of seeing it on the 3D plane. I'm getting it now. Huh. This is really neat. Thank you guys for all the help. It means a lot. I'm going to finish lining this art piece now. Definitely not my best lining work, but it's better than last time. You know, I kind of like what I did with the hair. I mean, compared to the ref, it's not perfect. But it does look good. And now we got to draw the ears. Oh my god, using this pen? Are you on the right layer? Yes, I am. I'm on my outline layer. But I did, you know, use this on the wrong layer. But oh well, it's just, this is drawing perspective to understand it. But I am on the right layer. I'm learning. See, this is why whenever I go on to the next layer, I don't know if this is something people recommend, but to acknowledge that I'm on the right layer, whenever I do a sketch layer, I always make sure the opacity is at like 50%, just so I know that if I'm drawing on that layer, I'm like, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. This is so fun. I'm loving this. See, this is why I also recommend as well, you know, if you're looking to draw, you know, feel free to draw along with me. Am I on the right layer? I'm on the wrong layer. God damn it. Okay, now I'm on the wrong layer. It's a good start. It's not perfect, but it's something. I will say that this glove makes things so much easier to be able to drag across the screen like this. It's so much more fluid than if I were to drag my hand without the glove. I'm too busy drawing. Fair enough. There we go. Then what I'll do is that. I guess I'll work on the nose now. Here we go. Well, we can make that a bit more streamlined. I mean, hold on. It's not perfect edged lines. You can see a little bit of shakiness in it, but that's something I get better with time. Good night, Beta. Good night. Thank you for giving nothing but information about Michael Jackson's death. Have a good night. Thank you for your contribution to stream chat. Anyways, let's keep adding this. All right. Not bad, not bad. Then we go here, which I'll actually do the coloring of that later, since I don't think it's a hard... Oh, it is a hard line here. Oh, it is a hard line. So there, and then we'll cut down. And then we'll follow the red line. There we go. Not bad. And then we add in the eyes. Maybe we can get a circle or an oval. That's pretty good, I'd say. This is fun. I mean, as art should be, you know, but it's really fun. And then you... There you go. Boom. And then boom. So now I think that's pretty much all the lines. Just undo the sketch. That's not bad. Oh! I forgot the gauges in the ear. How do I add this in? Oh boy. New challenge. Is this Adobe Illustrator? Nah, this is Sony Vegas 15. Oh wait, eyebrows. I forgot eyebrows. I also feel like this line could be a lot better connected. It's not bad. No, I could do better. I'll work on that little cog near the ear eventually. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. And a little bit there, and then I add in the colors, and then we're good. But the one thing I am missing are the cogs on the ears here. How does this go? So it's just a circle around, And it's a circle around with the gears. I'm just kind of doing this to get a good idea of what it looks like. That's all. So it goes from the inside to the outside. Where is it? It's about a quarter of the way down from the top and then directly underneath. So then it's the cog starts the inside like this. It's not fully 3D. I should have done a separate layer for this. Why am I such a dummy? Because then I could have just drawn through this without having to make these fine edits here, which I'm actually, you know, the whole Apple Pencil thing is working a lot better. That looks not bad. I mean, making it 3D isn't exactly the best, but, you know. And now I do the same thing for the next layer, which what I could do, actually... Oh, if I had this on a separate layer, this would have been so much better. Could have just copy and pasted it and gone down. Whoopsies. We're almost done. Let's see, there you go. There we go. That's not bad. Let me just erase the extra lines that we have here. Oh, whoops. Let me turn down the... There you go. Perfect. Perfect. And there we have it. Okay. I may have made a lapse in judgment on this one. I may have made a lapse in judgment on on you know. Wait a minute, I could just mirror the image. I could just mirror the image. Hold on. Hold on. Flip horizontal. I mean, it works. It works. Nah, it's the right ear. I mean, this is a solution. It's not an ideal one, but it's I love my moment there. I was just like, "Oh, I did it. I finally got the gears. I'm done." And then I'm like, "Yeah, it looks good." And I look at the ref, I'm like, "Oh. Oh. I see the error in my ways." The fact that he flipped it and it looks good still is pretty cool. Yeah, I'd say. I mean, it's still... Look, I already know this, and I don't know if this is a good strategy or not. I don't think I'm going to be drawing to the left side like this. I don't think I can do that. Like, I just don't think I have the capability of drawing to the left like this because I'm a lefty. Like, it's so much easier for me to drag and go across from the right to the left rather than the left to the right. Like, just see the quality in the line here. You got that and that. It's a lot harder for me to make a nice curve from the left to the right than it is for me to go right to left. Right to left feels a lot more natural. Beta, I snorted a suitcase full of Smarties. Good for you, dude. Don't put it off. It'll get harder as you keep drawing. Start drawing the other way ASAP. Really? Should I actually be doing that? Maybe challenge myself to start drawing to the left. Which it shouldn't be that hard. My chat disappeared. It happens on the chat box YouTube streams. Ooh, more drink. Actually, I think it's about that time of night. Just flip the canvas as you draw. True. I didn't know if that's a good habit or a bad habit. It's easier to get the muscle memory sooner. Okay, that's just what I wanted to make sure of, because I don't know if what I was doing was a bad habit of, like, I'm always going to be drawing to the right compared to the left. Which, like, I didn't know if that was something that was okay, or, like, something I needed to, like, break the habit of eventually. But even still, you know, I feel like next time I'll draw, I'll actually challenge myself to draw to the left instead. That'll be the next time I draw something. I'll learn it. And then, just in case, I'm going to add the neck. And this will be just in case, whoever... I think if this is Darkalai I'm doing this for, just in case they want, like, another version with, like, the collar. I could try adding that in later. Or a version with, like, the life jacket collar, because that's what, I think it was Ace was their name? Yeah. If they want the, if they wanted a version with the life jacket, because some people do, I guess. Even though I'm, like, past the whole life jacket thing, it's still something, you know. If you want it added to a character, why not? Why not? But either way, that's... I will say, this is already a night and day difference compared to... And even though it's kind of sad to say. It's a night and day difference compared to the last drawing that I did, which was for the raffle winner of my subathon thing that I did. Which, like, this is still good. I'm happy with this, but this is already such a big difference. It's already such a big difference. I can already see it. And it makes me happy. Alrighty. So, let's get drawn with this. I'm progressing at lightning speed. No, I'm not. I could be. Actually, I kind of like that line where it patters off right there. That's kind of cool. So now I just have to apply the color palette to drawing on another layer. Not the same layer, a layer underneath it. Oh, well, that's not going to work. How do I do a coloring layer? I guess the technique that I've always learned is to just do, like, an outline around like this. Outline around the sides. And then I can... Oh, no, too big. And then I just drop it in there, which I don't know if this is another strategy for coloring or not, but... what I've been told as well is I don't want to color on the same layer that I did the hard lining, right? Like, I want to keep that separate, the color layer to the lined layer. I duplicate the liner and color it in. Wait, you can do... I'm a fucking idiot. I could have just done that and dropped the colors in. Bro. Actually, that wouldn't have fully worked because I know there's definitely some gaps in where I draw because the line art isn't fully complete. Which, you know, like, as much as I could, like, connect the lines, like, for each little bit of line art, I kind of like it being without it. You know, it adds a little bit of flair. if that makes sense. I think I also have to reduce the size of this. Yeah, because I'm only outlining outside of it, and then I drop the color in. So I don't need anything super complicated. All right. And there we go. Perfect. Just fill in the gaps. I'm pretty sure there's a setting where the paint bucket tool recognizes the lines on every layer. I'm sure there is. But I'm just kind of... I'm in no rush to learn this all. I'll add to it eventually. And then the ear color. What is the ear color? It's like a nice blue, which is pretty much the color of the rest of the Sona. Actually, I think I did a pretty good job with the line art here. Of making it kind of follow through. I mean, yeah, I could have probably, you know, opened the gap here a little bit, but still pretty good. Alright, let's fill in the gaps here. I will admit, the coloring part of this is actually really fun. I know it's not really the most intuitive learning experience, but I'll keep it $1.50 with you guys. Even though I was, you know, the average kid growing up, I never had the opportunity to really draw and color like this. You know, like color in a drawing that I did in school. So, kind of reliving that part of my childhood now. Like, oh, I can draw now. Yay. Yay! Let's actually work on the gears next. Let's grab the color for that. Then we fill that in. Still haven't figured out the 3D process of the gear on the gauge, but I'm sure we can. See, that's already a complicated shape for me as is. I'll figure it out eventually. There we go. Hello? There we go. Try using the select tool if you know how. It makes things a lot faster. I need to finagle around with that one day. I don't really want to right now, if that makes sense. Eventually I might. But I'm at that point where I feel like, okay, I've had a really fulfilled day of drawing. I feel like I've had a really fulfilled day of drawing. I've done like 2 of those breakdown sessions. I did some warming up with the new glove. And next time what I'll probably do is more warm up with the positioning thing with the cylinders. Work on cylinders more. And then I'll probably work on floof from there, because that's important too. So yeah. Now we need the color of this. Which actually I have to figure out. No, wait, I should do the color of the inside of the ear first. Which I think is the same color as the cheek color here. So... actually, I could do a cool fur effect. You said fur goes up. Do a fun little fur effect here, why not? Something kinda neat. Which realistically I could have just done this with the layer underneath. Not the layer, the color on top, the blue, instead of the gray, because, you know, I'm going to be Yeah. But, you know, all a learning experience eventually. This is going super, super well, though. So fur goes up for ears. That makes a lot of... Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Even looking at my Sona's ears. Like, look at that. Even, like, I was thinking at first about, like, my fursuit. Whenever I'm brushing my fursuit, for the ears, the inside of the ears, the fur goes up. I will admit, though, you know, with how positioning of fursuit fur goes, it's helped me a lot with understanding, like, how fur is supposed to go and where it flows. Because, like, it goes from, like, the snoot to the cheeks to the back of the head, and then it goes down once it gets around to the back of the neck. But once it goes to the ears, it slides up. Like that. I don't know if this is a common thing for fursuits. Or just furry characters in general. But it's something neat that I kind of found. Alright, now we go for that blue color. This should be pretty straightforward. Okay, I'll throw that in over there because I want to drag and drop the colors. Eventually. Eventually. I feel like I'm making this harder for myself, but this is also just kind of cathartic to be able to color. Change the background color to something darker now so you can see the gray better. It makes coloring so much easier. That... You can change the background color. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. Well, I'm learning. Alright, and let's see how that goes. That's not bad. Well, it doesn't really have the intended effect that I was going for, so... Now it sort of does. Yeah, a little bit better. Just a tad. It's getting there. It's all a learning experience. Taking it every step of the way. Though this isn't really learning. This is just filling things in. And making adjustments as I go. Whoopsies. I should really just be doing the fill-in technique like this. It makes my life so much easier. Let's see. Color the eyes. I think that's green. A nice, like, hazel green. But I'm not really sure how to apply it. I think I'm just gonna stick with the black eyes for now. Because I'm not really sure what to do. Yeah. Go to layers and go all the way down to the bottom where it says background and click check. Oh! Oh, it makes it transparent. Oh, that helps tremendously. Thank you for that. I feel like I want to try that now that I've gotten most of the colors in. Where I duplicate this layer. select copy, fill layer mask, clipping mask, invert, copy. How do I duplicate a layer? Oh, there we go. Okay, and then I can actually just add in the colors from there. That is not it. That was not the plan. Maybe it works for this. That doesn't... Okay, so maybe maybe the second layer was not it. I don't think that is a good strategy for me. I think this really only works if you close the lines. But I'm not doing that out of you know, I guess spite. I feel like it's spite at this point. It's gotta be. There's no way it isn't. At least this whole layer here is the same gray as what's above. And then the neck, I think, is all blue, more or less. So it's the same color. Still. Why does this sound like Destiny Islands? This is by Walking Dog, and it's not themed around Destiny Islands or Kingdom Hearts. Now I kind of want to play Kingdom Hearts. Even though I haven't played the original Kingdom Hearts 1, some part of me kind of feels like I should. At least play Kingdom Hearts 2, because Kingdom Hearts 2 was goated. We love Kingdom Hearts 2 in this household. Though it was my first experience with Kingdom Hearts in general, it was still my favorite. That shit was so good. Most satisfying ending to Kingdom Hearts in general, to a story, to all the stuff that went on. I thought that was great. I thought the story was great. The final battle was awesome. It was so exhilarating. It had all the action I wanted. Like, it was perfect. It was so good. On the other hand, I'm going to give you guys a hot take. I'm going to give you guys a really bad hot take if you're any of you Kingdom Hearts fans out there. I thought the big climactic ending and the big battle at the end in Kingdom Hearts 3 was garbage. I thought it was crap. It was not good. It was anticlimactic. It was so boring. It was kind of satisfying to see the characters get the happy endings you wanted, because you really just wanted, like, you know, Roxas and Ventus and all them to return and be happy. But Ventus is already back. But, you know, point being, so disappointing. As a Kingdom Hearts fan who grew up with Kingdom Hearts 2 and many other games, they had, like, no big climactic finish for that. It was so bad. I did not like it. I was satisfied in the end of, like, ah, yes, everyone gets the happy ending. But also, I was kind of not happy, because they were hyping up, like, a big war, a Keyblade war. And it ended up being kind of garbage. But that could just be me. Oh, well. Anyways, let's fill in the neck here. There we go. Boom. And now we fill in the gray on the sides, and then we have the character. That's pretty good. Not bad. Which, realistically, this is like an off-white, like a gray sort of thing, so it's not going to matter too much that I'm adding this in, but it's still something, you know? And also for the sake of the layers, like, I should fill in the eyes with just white, you know? Oh, right, this helps. Right. Right. And if you tap it, you can do, like, any other color in the back. Huh. I get it now. That's what you meant by the little tip. I appreciate it. Screw anatomy. Do it your own way. No, I don't want to do that fully. Otherwise, I'm not going to learn. Though, to be fair, screw the rules, I have green hair. Now, that's a good one. Is that too much of an old, ancient cringe meme? Screw the rules, I have green hair. Is that too old for me to be, like, referencing that? Is that like me going, like, the Nyan Cat sounds? Then white. It also helps if they want a PNG of this, too. Because I kind of want to start making PNGs for people. Because then I can make this a transparent background, too. Now I know that with, like, removing the background and all that. Thank you for the advice, though. I believe that was Tenetia? Titus? I remember in my religion class in school, there was someone in the Bible that we were learning about. Someone we were learning about. I can't remember. I know their name had the name Titus in. I think it was Titus Brandsma. I don't know who that is in Bible history lore school. Yada yada. But I remember we were reading the book aloud because that was just how the class went. And I had a classmate named Ryan. He was such a smartass. He was so funny. When it got to the point of reading the name, he was reading it like something, something, something. As soon as he gets to the name's pronounced Titus. He goes, Titus Brandsma. He absolutely got detention for that, by the way. But you gotta give him credit for the dedication. Titus Brandsma. Oh my god, it's like that the Monty Python little skit. Biggest Dickus. Please say it back, farts cutely. Well, we did it. We completed the art piece. What the hell are you? Get out of here. Get out of here. So yeah, we did a nice little headshot, which took us about, I'd say, 30 minutes to draw. But overall, looks pretty good. I'm happy with this. Look, the colors are going to look different on the screen, but on my screen, they are exactly as they should be. But yeah, I'll send this to, what's their face? Dark Ally, because they gifted me subs for this, and I want to send this to them as a sign of, hey, I appreciate the gifted subs and all that. It means a lot. I forgot the eyelashes! Hold on. That's a little better. I think. Wait, are eyelashes just pointing up? Because instead of the eye being slightly closed, it would be straight up, right? I don't know. That's not bad. Would have like an S shape? Ugh. I don't know how this works. Nah. More of a curved line. Like that? The eyelashes kind of go straight out towards the viewer. Be seen differently from different angles. The ref has it pretty well done. Yeah. Because that's the thing. The eyelids are slightly closed a little, so they kind of just go like that. This is definitely not how the eyelashes go. Those aren't eyelashes, but it does look cool. My hand's getting sweaty from being in this glove. I'm gonna check Twitter real quick. I know, horrible decision, but I'm doing it. You can't stop me. Let me bring up chat again. Stopped reading chat. Oh, Snibble sent me a red line. Oh, that actually helps. So I almost got it. I was very, very close. Snibble, your red lines help me a lot. Those are some thick eyelashes. I don't know if I'm doing it right. See, that's something I want to get eventually with time. Just depth with hairs. That's the thing. Hair is just an absolute mess to me. Let me do this again. You can go thick or thin. True. Eyelashes are tricky, but I want to do justice to the character. I don't want to make them look super off. Oh, you know? I don't think that's bad. Whatever I just did there, that's not bad. You know what? I think that's good. I think I'm content with that. I got the eyelashes. We're good with that. And the art piece overall is pretty much done. All I have to do is send it over to Darkle Eye to let them know that it's all done, and then they have a little art piece of their character. So yeah, this looks pretty great. I'm pretty happy with this. What the hell is going on there? Hello? There we go. Perfect. I mean, it's not the best. There are some lines that don't look great and look a bit jittery, but all in all, I feel like I did a pretty good job with this. I mean, hold on. I could, no, hold on. I want to test something from, like, the video that I watched. No, switch to the fucking pen, please. Okay, that's not it. I saw the video from, Stardust Fox on what they did for their little tutorial thingy. Do you want to do actual iris color / highlights? I don't know how to do that. Where would I even start? Huh. I feel like that's a whole lesson for another day, you know? Like, add that to, like, my knowledge of learning about, oh, the Sona's eye color. It's very, very, like, hard to see, but it is a greenish color. I feel like I could add a little bit on the sides too, like here. Oh, wrong layer. How's that look? Nah. Make the black the greenish color, then draw a smaller black pupil within it, and then add the white highlight. Interesting. I could do that. Where's that green that we had before? Oh god, I gotta go looking for it now. There's that green. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh god. So in the pupil you said greenish color, then draw a smaller black pupil within it, and then add the white highlight. Layer behind it. Is that it? It's not bad. I mean, I feel like the white dot should be elsewhere, but it's something. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up a little bit, though. Oh, wrong layer. Again. It's not perfect, but it's something. I think what I could realistically start doing is making, like, ellipses and then moving them around. Oh, whoops. Wrong color. There we go. Now I gotta draw over the lines. You know, I do a pretty good job drawing over the lines that I have. For having shaky hand tremors, I do a pretty good job with keeping within the lines and everything. And then we draw dark circle inside. It's not perfect, but it's something. Gives me some practice. And then... boop. Alright. And that's a lot more dynamic to this. Even if it doesn't look the best. Very, very cute. I like how this turned out. I did a pretty good job. I love how with eyes it's really as simple as just like, you know, erasing a little dot, and then it adds a little bit of shine, light to it. Now, if only this was as simple as, like, you know, when you're shading, like, the stuff on a life jacket. Still, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm very happy with this. So I think now I'm going to probably wrap things up. I'm not sure about pronouns either, to be honest. I will probably ask them on Twitter. But I do want to export this and send this to them. And then after that, I have to do... who is next? I think it was Bubba was their name. They have a spider ref, which looks really cool, but for arachnophobia purposes with this stream, because I know arachnophobia is a big thing, I will probably avoid doing that, showing it to you guys on here. I'll probably do the headshot separately, just so I don't scare any of you guys. But it does look pretty good. Their character looks metal AF, so we'll be doing that next, and that'll be all the ode artwork that I have so far. Can you believe it? I'm getting through the artwork that I owe, even though realistically it's more of like, I elected to do this myself. But yeah, what a fulfilling day. I got to hone in on what I learned about today, or yesterday, because yesterday, like, my problem was, like, I learned all this stuff, but, it ended up being where I just was brain fried after. Like, I was exhausted. So after that, now I'm able to, like, hone in on that, on what I learned. It's been pretty fun, pretty enjoyable. But I think that's about going to do it for me. So on that note, I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This is a nice chill art stream. I want to do more of these. Like, I'm probably going to be doing these for the next few Fridays because, you know, art is just fun for me to, like, learn and get into. So I'm probably going to be doing more of this, like a lot more of this, unless something comes up where I can find something else to do for these Friday streams, which realistically I'm not really sure what else to do for Friday streams. I'll probably just end up continuing to do all of this, all these art streams. But in the meantime, if you have any ideas for what you'd want to see me do on these Friday streams, be sure to let me know. I love any feedback that you guys offer me. Because, you know, want to try some other stuff down the line with this year. I know it's only January and we've got the rest of this year, but, you know, I want to keep the energy up. I want to keep the hype and energy and everything up. So, looking forward to that. Maybe I'll do a fursuit stream next Friday or something. I don't know. I'll probably do... Because I have a couple of subathon tier things that I have to fulfill. Like a fursuit stream, a maid outfit stream. I also have to... I gotta inflate the giant pool toy in my living room. So I'll probably do that for a stream for Twitch. But, yeah. For the most part, I just got to fulfill all that, and then I'm back to my regularly scheduled program with doing stuff. Down for an art and learning channel on Discord? Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. I'd be totally down for that, especially if it helps others. Not just me, but others with learning or putting their stuff out there. So yeah, I'm down for that. I do have a Discord server, but it is invite only at the moment, just so it's not flooded with people, and it's also, you know, no kids allowed, because I don't want to babysit, quite frankly, just in general. But either way, I'm gonna get going for now and chill for the rest of the night, get some rest, and probably vibe out. And then tomorrow, I'm not sure what we'll do. I might do a stream on Twitch, so be sure to check out my my Twitch there. Probably do some stuff over there. I also have to figure out when my next video will be, if I'll upload it tomorrow or Sunday or Monday, but that'll be when we're able to get it done by. But either way, I'm gonna get going for now. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Y'all are wonderful. Have a good night. Stay floaty and safe and chill, and yeah, take care, guys.